Hopefully we are back in business now. Nothing else, hopefully you can hear me. 6:22 on the clock, 5-2 is the score. So Dixon bringing it up now for the Eagles. The Eagles moving right to left in front of me. Again, not sure what you can see. Maybe you can only hear. Try to be as descriptive as I can. So Eagles with the ball now in the far corner. And now thrown away. That's going to be a backcourt violation. That one thrown away by Teron Johnson, senior guard for Adams. 6:01 on the clock now. And it is 5-2, so let me get that updated as well. Trying to get caught up here. We are at 6:01 as Ty catches in the middle of the lane, flips it up and in. Easy bucket at the rim there for Tyrese. All right, so here we go. Teron Johnson crosses half court. He's going to be guarded by Tyrese. Now moved up top to Dixon. Dixon, the second leading scorer on this Eagles team, a really dynamic guard. Now to Teron Johnson, three-pointer, top of the key, that's good. So 8-4 here in the early going, Eagles way. You expect the emotions to be high early on in a game like this. Then you just got to sit back and wonder, or sit back and see how each team responds to those emotions. Now it's going to be a foul on the far side. The foul goes against Jarvis Tolbert. Now he's the star of the Eagles team. He's been their guy really for the last few years. Called for the foul on that one. So Wildcats basketball side out, almost thrown away. Corey able to corral it. Now almost knocked away from the back. Corey, middle of the lane, flips it up. No good. Rebound by Ty. Boy, did he go up and get that one. Couldn't finish. And now with 5:10 on the clock, it's going to be Wildcat basketball out of bounds underneath. Corey going to take it out. Box set being shown by Riley. 5:10 on the clock. 8-4 is the score. Hopefully we're in business here. Hopefully you're hearing me. They get it to Ty, middle of the lane once again. He just scored on this one a minute ago. Now Ty. He's being harassed a little bit out there by Josh Johnson. Corey now gets the screen from Tree on the other side. Looks to get downhill. Cut off nicely by Teron. Tried to pass it inside to Ty. Ty's going to be fouled in the process. That foul goes against number 3, Josh Johnson. I'm running the clock here to get it caught up. Don't need to tell you that I'm going to probably mess this thing up a couple of times tonight. Riley basketball out of bounds underneath once again. To Corey now to Ty. Has that one immediately knocked out of bounds. 5:54 on the clock. Out of bounds underneath. Corey going to take it out one more time. Alex Daniel giving some instructions. Not exactly sure, to be honest with you, what the discussion is about, to be honest with you. "30-second timeout apparently was called by Corey. Nobody else really knew it. So we're kind of figuring it out now. 4:54 on the clock. All right, so I believe we're about to get back in business now. Corey going to take it out for the Cats. He gets it into Tree. Tree with a strong move, a lot of contact, no call. Loose ball picked up by Dixon. Now they're off and running. Other side, Teron Johnson, three-pointer, no good. Loose ball ran down by Corey. Now he throws it all the way ahead to Tree on the other end for 2. Good find there by Corey. He looked up and saw Tree on the other side. We're actually at about 4:28 on the clock. I promise I'm going to get caught up on this thing. Eagles with it now up top. Here comes the screen. Johnson with it. Now over to Tolbert. He's being guarded by Keelan, so Keelan's got his hands full tonight. As I said, Jarvis kind of the man over there for the Eagles. 20-point score. Got a couple college offers on the table, so he'll be a college player someday. And here he is shooting the 3 right on cue. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tree, and now the Cats off and running. 6-8 the score. Here's Dontriell. He's going to hand off to Ty. Ty turns the corner, gets inside. Is that going to be out or a foul? That is going to be a foul on number 10. That's Drew Dixon. 3:55 on the clock, so here I am running it once again, trying to get caught up. Bam, 3:55, 8-6 is the score. Eagles up 2 here in the early going. Out of bounds underneath once again for the Wildcats. Corey taking it out, showing a box set. Seen a couple different looks out of this one already. See what he does this time. This time throws it over the top. Sends Isaiah to get it all the way down there on the other end. And now they initiate their offense. Tyrese with it out near the volleyball line, guarded by Dixon. Man defense being shown by the Eagles. Tyrese guarded by Dixon. Step back, nothing there. Moved it to Corey. Corey mixed him up. No good on the jumper. But look at that rebound by Tyrese. My goodness. Flips it up and in. What a shot by Ty. And that's what that man does. Tie game. That's his second big offensive rebound in this game. That's going to be a kickball by Corey. But what an outstanding offensive rebound by Tyrese Jones. And if you've been watching him at all, you know that's what he does. 8-8. Tie game here with 3:25 officially on the clock. Going to be Eagles basketball right in front of us. Inbound goes to Dixon, and now the Eagles are in business on offense. Dixon gets around Corey, but the help comes. And now it's thrown away. It's going to the other team, and the other team would be the Wildcats. So we'll take it. 3:18 on the clock. No press being shown. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out tonight if they decide to throw that at us at all. Interesting that Adams head coach not with the team tonight. Drew a technical in his last game, and according to the rules, he can't coach the next one. That's kind of how that works. So he's out for this game. So I also wonder how that changes things for the Eagles. Here's Tyrese in the corner, guarded by Jarvis. Now gets it out to Tree. AJ gets by Dixon to the rim, flips it up and in! AJ at the rim. And now he'll have an opportunity for the and one. Big bucket there for the sophomore. 10-8 now on the board. A.J. Neely, the sophomore guard at the free throw line now. 2:53 on the clock, 10-8 on the board. Looking for the and one after a nice move and a layup. Free throw, this one comes up short. Tree ends up with it though. Can't finish at the rim, but the Cats end up with it again. Corey tried to pass it inside. Had it knocked away. 2:43 on the clock. Here's Dixon. Screen comes. Pass inside, bucket. Corey now gets downhill, flips it up off glass, and it's good. What a move by Corey Parker. Showing that he's feeling a lot better these days. Dealt with a little bit of an injury there for a couple of weeks. And you can see every day he's looking a little bit better. And what a move that time. 2:12 on the clock, help comes. And now the foul going to be called. 2:10 on the clock. It's getting matched up here. That foul going to go against Isaiah Packer. I believe that's his first. It is. 12-10 now on the board. So it's going to be side out for the Eagles. Johnson taking it out. He's going to look to inbound to Dixon. He's got Parker waiting for him at half court. Now cross court to Johnson. Now back over here to Jarv. Three-pointer. And that's good. 13-12 now for the Eagles. We're under 2 minutes. Tie out near the volleyball line. Over to Zay. Middle of the lane. And a foul going to be called on this one. That's going against Teron Johnson. Those two guys there know each other pretty well, actually. Zay and Teron played some travel ball together last summer. That's going to put Isaiah at the free throw line. 1:47 on the clock. I swear I stopped it. Apparently I didn't. All right, so the free throw for Zay. First one is up and it's good. Second free throw now for Zay. And that is money as well, so we'll take both of those. 14-13, 1:47 on the clock. Keelan Webster into the game now for the Wildcats. So it's going to be Adams basketball, full length of the floor. And Riley now showing a little bit of pressure. Johnson taking it out. He's able to get it to Dixon. Now the help came from the backside, but Dixon able to avoid it. Now he goes coast to coast. That's exactly what you don't want in that situation. Nice move by Dixon. 15-14 now on the board. Here's Webster from the corner. I thought he was going to pull that one. Dontriell will. No good. There you go, Keelan. Great rebound. Turnaround jumper comes up just a little bit short. Adams with the basketball now. 1:18 officially on the clock. 15-14 the score. Eagles with the lead. It's been a good one here in the first quarter. Pretty much what we expected. I said earlier, we're packed to the rafters. So a great crowd for a great night of South Bend basketball. Here's Dixon now. Far side, Johnson. Dixon now gets downhill into the middle lane, flips it up, no good, but he's going to draw the foul. I believe that's going to go against Dontriell. It does. That is Trees first. .56.2 officially on the clock. Eagles up by one. Dixon takes the free throw, no good. And now he'll get ready to line up the second. Dixon, a 6'1" junior guard. Second free throw, draws back iron, no good. Ball knocked around, and it's going to go out of bounds on Tyrese. 55 exactly on the clock now. So out of bounds underneath for the Cats. Far side of the floor there, box set being shown. Looking for Jarb to dive, they were ready for it. Now the ball knocked away. Corey throws it ahead to Ty. Ty flips it to Keelan at the rim, and it's good. Maybe not exactly how we drew it up, but Ty able to control it enough to get it to Keelan. Keelan able to finish. Now Dixon inside to the big guy, right at the rim, and that's going to be an and one. That's Michael Georgia, 6'7" senior. And he's going to be a lot to handle if he catches it that low. Able to draw the foul on that one, and now he'll go to the free throw line. Kind of a back and forth game so far here in the early going. And with a man at the line, that gives me an opportunity to tell you that for all of your banking needs, there's only one First Source Bank. First Source Bank is proud to support the Riley High School basketball team this season. They're committed to the success of our schools, students, and communities. So please visit firstsource.com today. Missed free throw, out of bounds. It's going to end up going the Wildcats' way. 30 seconds on the board. Ty going to take it out. He'll be inbounding to Corey. I think we got a little wetness going on the ball. 30.3 on the clock. Eagles up one. And now I believe the ball is ready, so we are ready. Tyrese going to inbound to Corey. And he's going to bring it up the floor here against this Eagles defense. Dixon waiting for him at half court. Corey gets it back from Tree, looking to set something up now over to Ty. Ty looks inside, here's Big Tree. Got George on him, flips up the hook shot, no good. Ball tapped around and out of bounds. They're gonna give that one back to the Wildcats. Eagles crowd doesn't like it, of course. 8.3 officially on the clock. Out of bounds underneath once again for the Eagles, for the Wildcats. Feels like we've been there quite a few times tonight. Box set being shown once again. This is DeCorey Parker. Actually, we got a substitution coming in. Isaiah Packer into the game now for Keelan Webster. 8.3 on the clock. Let's see what we got. Excuse me, I just sneezed about 6 times as A.J. Neely drove to the rim. Able to draw the foul with 3.8 on the clock. Excuse me, let me gather myself as A.J. Neely gathers himself at the free throw line. 3.8 on the clock, Eagles up 1. A.J. about to tie it right here. Bam, I called it, that's what I do. 17 up. Wildcats with a chance to take the lead once again. It's been a lot of back and forth action tonight. Been a close game throughout. As A.J. Neely lines it up. Up and good, so Wildcats back in the lead now. There's only about 4 seconds on the clock. Eagles get it into Dixon. Here comes the buzzer. Great defense by A.J. My clock, of course, off a little bit, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 18-17, it's been a good one. There's some kind of extraness going on down here. Now Coach Daniel down there talking to the refs. Tensions are high in this one, of course. A lot of competitive spirit in the building. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and try to run a quick commercial from our sponsors, because that's also what we do around here. So let's pause for a word from our friends at Chick-fil-A.
I was having a bad day. I decided, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get my order, New York pace, walking out the restaurant.
I noticed that she had left without the milkshake. I tried to run after her, and everybody was looking at me like, this crazy lady. Lois, wait.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She ran after me for 2 blocks. As a New Yorker, it's refreshing when people go out of their way for you. Little things like that make a big difference.
That's me. That's you.
All right, so there you go. A quick word from our friends over at Chick-fil-A, the primary benefactors of this broadcast. Without them, there would be no Wildcat Broadcast Network, so shout out to them. Had Chick-fil-A for the pregame meal today, as a matter of fact. Guys always excited about that. So, hey, if you're out and about tomorrow, you get hungry, stop on in and get you a chicken sandwich, maybe a salad. That's always my go-to. And big shout out to our friends at Chick-fil-A. So let me go and get this clock reset now. We are about to start this second quarter. See if I can do a little bit better job. Hey, no promises, but I'm gonna see how it goes. It's gonna be Eagles ball, far side of the court, right at half court. All right, ball is inbound to Dixon, and we're underway here in the second quarter. A good one in the first. Good shooting by the Eagles. The Wildcats making it tough. Here's Dixon now looking to drive on Corey. Spins back, out of bounds, but they're going to call that out on the Cats. 7:48 officially on the clock, out of bounds underneath for the Eagles. They're able to inbound to Johnson. He goes right back to Dixon. He shoots the 3. That's going to be short. Tree able to get the rebound, and he draws the foul. Teron Johnson, I believe that's his second. Found himself buried behind Tree. Not much you can do usually in that situation. Good rebound by Tree, and he draws the foul. So 18-17 now on the clock. Corey gonna walk it up against the defense of Teron Johnson. Corey gets the screen from Tree, turns the corner, looks to get downhill. Jarvis on the defense. Tried to pass inside to Keelan. Couldn't quite get it there. Turnover Wildcats. Dontriell takes the seat as Tyrese checks back into the game. 7:30 officially on the clock. You see big Mr. Henderson walking through your camera on that one. The outstanding principal here on the south side. Here's Johnson. He brings it up against Zay. Now over to Dixon. 18-17. Should probably expect things to settle down a little bit here as we work our way into the game. Both teams get a little more comfortable. Here's Jarvis. He just puts his head down and goes to the rim. That's just kind of what he does. Now Corey with it. Other end of the floor. Wildcats on offense. Tyrese comes to set the screen. Has it stolen. And Josh Johnson on the other end puts the two in for Adams. Here's Tyrese looking to get downhill. .640 on the clock. Corey with it. Playing a little two-man up here with Tyrese. Gets to the rim, flips it up. No good, but he's going to draw the foul. 6:35 on the clock, 21-18 on the scoreboard. That's going to put DeCorey at the free throw line. Corey, our junior point guard. It'll be 2 for Corey. Wildcats down 3. First one is up and it's good. We will take it. Second one now for DeCorey Parker. This one draws back iron, rattles around a little bit, but goes in. So now the Wildcats back on defense. Eagles bringing it up. A little bit of pressure being shown now. Able to get it to the middle of the jar. Now the corner. Here's Johnson, three-pointer. Good. Here's Tyrese now. Double team. Out to Zay. Thought about it. Middle of the lane. Gets to the rim. Flips it up. No good. Now on the other end. Foul going to be called. 6:04 on the clock. That's going to be Isaiah's second. 24-20 here. .604 officially on the clock. Out of bounds underneath for the Eagles. That is the second for Zay. We're able to get it into Dixon. Good defense here by Corey. Three-pointer, pull up. No good. Rebound pulled down by AJ, and now we're off and running. AJ open floor. Gets to the rim, flips it up. No good, but rebounded by Keelan Webster and in. Great hustle play there by Keelan, and that's what we need out of him. Now to the corner, Teron, baseline, the help comes. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say out of bounds on Riley. Keelan Webster takes the seat, and Dontriell Johnson back into the game. Teron up top. That's going to be stolen by Ty. Now he's into the open floor. At the rim, no good. Now to Johnson in the corner. He's a shooter. No good. .525 officially on the clock. Out of bounds once again on Riley. It's going to be Eagles basketball. Out of bounds underneath. BJ Neal checking into the game, a 6'4" forward. Inbound to him, and now they're into their offense. Here's Johnson. Dixon, middle of the lane, pull-up jumper over Parker, and it's good. That was a nice shot. Well defended by Parker. It's better offense. DeCorey looking to get it back. Three-pointer, no good, but rebound pulled down by Tree. And he's fouled on his way back up. 26-22, just about 5 minutes remaining here in this first half. And Dontriell going to go to the free throw line, looking to close the gap just a little bit. First free throw here for Tree. No good, draw. Your trusted community lender, Ramaya Williams with Cross Country Mortgage, is ready to help you score big. She's all about getting it done, and we're talking a full-on slam dunk every time, so don't wait. Call Cross Country Mortgage at 574-703-4006 today, as Tree misses the second free throw as well. So 26-22, we're under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Three-pointer by Johnson, no good. Keelan with the rebound, now he gets it to Ty. That's gonna be a foul. Some boos in the air, not really sure why, honestly. That was clearly a reach-in. Not that I'm biased or anything, but 4:46 on the clock, as you see. Sometimes I'm right. 22-26 on the scoreboard. Wildcats with it now. Adams had 6 guys on the floor. And that should be a technical. You can't have 6 guys on the floor. It just doesn't work like that. I've played with 4 a couple times, even played with 3 once. Can't play with 6. 4:37 is on the clock. Alex Daniel having a spirited discussion down here with the officials. They're kind of trying to figure out what to do. I think maybe Jarv was working his way off the court but hadn't made it yet. They inbounded the ball. At that point, if you got 6 guys on the floor, it's a technical. Now, whose fault is it? I guess you could make that argument. I don't know. So we'll see what they decide down here after this powwow. This is a good one. I don't know the answer, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know that Jarv was necessarily in on the play, but he was certainly on the floor. It's a technical foul, if I'm not mistaken. That would be, if I had to guess, I know you guys watch a real broadcast sometimes, right? And those guys always take their guesses, and then they go to the expert in New York. We don't have any experts in New York, so I'll just give you my guess. I think it's going to be a technical, but we'll see. I'm listening. And oh my goodness, I think maybe I was right. They're going to give us the technical foul, or they're going to give Adams a technical foul. So we'll be shooting. Now, if it's a technical, I believe also would be our ball. Is it 2 shots in the ball, or explaining things down here to both coaching staffs? Kind of an unusual situation, obviously. All right, so they are going to put Tyrese Jones at the free throw line. That's just kind of one of those quirky things, really. Still explaining it to both coaches, explaining it to the scorers table. Lots of confusion going on. Quick little break here for the guys. 2-point ball game. Tyrese going to go to the free throw line with an opportunity to tie it as I fix the scoreboard here. It is 24-26. 4:37 officially on the clock. And here's Tyrese. First free throw's up, and it's good. Second free throw also up and good for Tyrese, so that gives us now a tie ball game. And then, as I thought, we will also get the basketball back. So that is kind of a big turn of events there. Again, I'm not even sure whose fault it was. But when the ball was live, they had 6, so it is what it is. So side out for the Cats. Tree going to take it out. He inbounds to AJ, and now we're in business. Back to basketball. Here's AJ. Over to Keelan. He looks to the corner, and that's going to be a travel. So, hey, tie ball game, 4:29 on the clock. We expected a dogfight, and we're getting it. Drew going to bring it up now against the defense of A.J. Neely. Over to Johnson, baseline. Ball moved around the perimeter now. Inside. No good. Ball tipped around. Tyrese comes down with it. Cats off and running. Now Ty loses it. Now we head to Johnson. He's going to shoot the three. And it's good. 4 minutes to go in this half. Here's Dontriell. He looks to turn the corner, flips it up and in. What a move there by Tree. Turned his back to him. Gave him a little bump. Spun back, went down the middle of the lane, flipped it up and in. 3:56 officially on the clock, actually. 28-29. Eagles up. I think we got a player with some blood on him. Always got to clean up those situations. So now Dontriell. Alex Daniel once again. And this is, again, I'm not sure what the discussion is, to be honest. I think it has something to do with when a guy's injured, maybe you have so much time to get it cleaned. Ty had a little blood on him. Looks like he pulled off his undershirt. So Dontriell going to go ahead and take the free throw. Then Tyrese will check right back into the game. Here's Tree. Bucket. Tie game. Tyrese into the game now for A.J. Neely. 3:56 on the clock. We've got ourselves a tie game, 0-0. Obviously not really 0-0, but in basketball terms, that's what it is because it's a new game. And now a timeout being called on the floor. It's going to be a full timeout for Adams. Referee is earning their money tonight. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and run a quick word from our sponsors over at Leadership Insurance.
The Leadership Insurance Agency, representing Erie Insurance, is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency determined to offer each client individual attention. This attention is backed with over 150 years of combined insurance experience and a proven service-oriented track record. Leadership Insurance is a full-service agency offering business, home, auto, and life insurance. We take pride in meeting your specific needs, and we specialize in upscale home and auto insurance as well as quality business insurance. Calling Clay Township home for over 30 years, we serve the needs of over 5,000 families and businesses in the greater Michiana area. For more information, give Leadership Insurance Agency a call at 574-277-1611 or visit their website at www.leadershipins.com.
All right, so there we go. A quick little word from our friends over at Leadership Insurance, one of our great sponsors here for the Riley Wildcats basketball program. We're back in business, 3:46 on the clock. Wildcats back with it. Here's Ty. He brings it up the court against Dixon. Now over to Tree. Pump fake, middle of the lane, flips it up. Had it slightly blocked, but it still goes in, and Tree draws the foul. Oh, but he is rolling around down there in a little bit of pain, and we definitely don't like to see that. A lot of contact down there, hit the ground pretty hard. 3:30 on the clock, so I'll get it there and freeze it. Tie game. Tree shaking up, hopefully he's all right. He is up. He gets a little round of applause there. Dontrell, an extremely important piece of this basketball team, so of course we hope that he's all right. That brings into the game A.J. Neely, so the Cats now with Zaya, A.J., Corey, Keelan, and Ty on the floor. Tie game, 3:30 on the clock. This is going to be an exciting 3:30 if I had to guess. Out of bounds underneath full length of the floor for the Eagles. They're going to bring it up against some very light pressure from A.J. Neely. That's Johnson bringing it up. Now over to Dixon. Dixon drives, baseline, flips it up and in. Good move by the junior. And now Tyrese looks to get downhill. Middle lane, flips it up. That's good as well. And now a warning going to be called over here on the coach. So that's a warning. Now, we talked earlier, head coach Chad Johnson already out for this one. So now it's Adams basketball, side out, 3:05 on the clock. 31 up. I just said it's going to be an exciting 3:30. It didn't take long to have a little drama over here on the sidelines. We're under 3 minutes to go now in the half. Wildcats switching it up a little bit, going to a little bit of zone here. Eagles adjusting, looking to set up their offense. Here's Dixon out of the corner. Inside, this is Georgia. Blocked at the rim by Zay. Eagles able to get it back, but then stolen by Ty. Now they're in the open floor. He tried to get it ahead. That's going to be a kick ball. Nice block on this end by Zay. And Ty looking to feed it ahead to AJ. Kick ball call. It's going to be out of bounds underneath for the Cats. 2:28 on the clock. 31 all. Corey taking it out once again. They get it to Ty. Turnaround jumper. Money. Now Dixon brings it up. Little 3-2 zone being shown here. Three-pointer by Jarvis. That's good. Adams been shooting the ball pretty well tonight. Here's AJ, turns the corner at the rim, right into the big guy. Should have been an and one, wasn't called, but a great move nonetheless by AJ. Able to finish at the rim. And we're under 2 minutes to go in this half. Here's Dixon, out to Johnson, back to Dixon. He's guarded by Ty. Stutter step, switch. Keelan now on Dixon. Crossover, middle of the lane. Shot flipped up, no good. Ball knocked around and went out of bounds. They're going to say, I believe, on AJ. So 1:43 on the clock. Out of bounds underneath now for the Eagles. A little bit of a different set. They were in a box set last time. Switching things up a bit here. They're looking to throw it over the top to Jarv. Instead, he cuts to the corner and gets it. Little two-man on that side. Ty looks for the steal, almost ends up with it, but can't quite get it. Eagles stay in control. 90 seconds remaining now in the half. Wildcats up one. Here's Dixon. Good dribble, helps waiting on that baseline though. Now Johnson trying to get downhill. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Corey. Flips ahead to Ty. What a pass! And a finish on the other end for Ty. Great pass on that one by DeCorey Parker. 37-34 is the result, and we're approaching 1 minute remaining here in this first half. Dixon crosses the timeline. Ty's waiting on him. Adams just kind of biding their time here. Don't know if they'll necessarily wait for the last one, but they're not in a rush. They get it inside to Jarv. That's going to be a, oh! That sure looked like a charge to me. 45 seconds on the clock. Mike! 45 on the clock. Out of bounds underneath for the Eagles. This one tipped, tapped away by Zay. Now he gets it into the open floor and then stolen back by Adams. I don't know how many turnovers we have this first half, but I feel like it's more than we wanted. The Eagles back with it now, 30 seconds on the clock. I'm off by a few seconds, no surprise there. Dixon guarded by Ty out near the volleyball line. Now he gives up his dribble. Over to Jarve now. Into the corner. Johnson back up top. Dixon, three-pointer. No good. Rebound pulled down by Zay, and then a foul going to be called. And that's going to put Isaiah at the free throw line. Good rebound by Zay. And then he got fouled as soon as he pulled it down. So now Zay at the free throw line with an opportunity to push this to 5. First free throw for Zay is up and good. 38-34 now. Second one for Zay is good. As usual, I just stay quiet when he's shooting these days. That's sort of the agreement that we came to, but I'm not going to be quiet when Ty comes up with a steal as he does there. Here's AJ. Turns the corner at the rim. No good. Flipped up. Cats had some chances there at the end. Couldn't get a good one, but a 5-point lead for the Wildcats here at halftime. It's been an entertaining first half. My goodness. A lot of lead changes. Some good, tough play on both sides. I'm going to be joined here momentarily by assistant coach Mike Bush. So I got to go ahead and make some room up here. Get things situated. We will be joined by Coach Bush just in a moment. He's obtaining some stats for us. But a really good first half, a lot of back and forth action, as I said. Some hot shooting really by the Eagles. They were able to knock down a number of outside shots. That's definitely been a factor in this one, along with the turnovers by the Wildcats. So we will take the 5-point lead in the half, of course. The Eagles coming to this one with an 11-5 record, I believe, or 12-5 record now. Our Wildcats, of course, at 14-4. And now Coach Bush making his way back over to the table with some stats in hand. So let me get a look at some of these things real quick, as well as get our camera fired up here. Get Mike all turned on. All right, I believe you're in business, sir. All right, let's take a look at some of these stats. Adams shooting 56% from the field, 43% from three. I just talked about how it seemed like their hot shooting that first half was a bit of an issue for us. We, on the other hand, have not hit a three yet. I don't think we've done that in a half this season, have we, Mike?
No, I think out of our 19 games we played this season, we got 11 or 12 of them with 10 or more threes. So for us to shoot like this in the first half especially is out of the normal.
So the hope would be, obviously, we can turn that around in the second half. Numbers-wise, Tyrese leading us with 14, no surprise there. Then a lot of other guys kind of contributing. Corey with 6, Tree with 5, AJ with 6, Zay with 4, and Keelan with 4. Is that what we need here in the second half, a balanced attack?
We definitely need a balanced attack, but having a balanced attack come with moving the ball, getting the ball to both sides of the floor, make it easy for Zay, make it easy for Tyrese to get to the basket and just beat himself. But I think we're playing a little bit selfish this first half, and we got to go in the second half with a more unselfish mindset.
All right, I'm going to let you get back there to the locker room. You let the fellas know that. We'll see you here in the second half. Appreciate you, sir. That is assistant coach Michael Bush, the lead varsity assistant here with the Wildcats. And that's surprising. I didn't even realize as the game played out that we had not hit a three. That really is shocking for this team. As he said, we've hit double-digit threes in a number of games this year. Heck, a few games ago we had Corey come out and hit 11 by himself. So ordinarily we're a really good shooting team. Not so much here in the first half. Like I said, the hope would be, though, when you are a good shooting team, you just got to keep shooting them and they'll start falling. So hopefully we get to see some Wildcat threes here in the second half. So we've got about 7 minutes remaining on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, run a few words from our sponsors as we usually do. I'll be back here in maybe 5 or 6 minutes if you don't mind. So stay tuned right here on the Wildcat Broadcast Network, and we'll be back with the second half real quick. As soon as I can change the camera, there we go. All right, and now I'm going to start with a word from Chick-fil-A.
I was having a bad day. I decided, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get my order, New York pace, walking out the restaurant.
I noticed that she had left without the milkshake. I tried to run after her, and everybody was looking at me like, this crazy lady. Lois, wait.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She ran after me for 2 blocks. As a New Yorker, it's refreshing when people go out of their way for you. Little things like that make a big difference.
That's me. That's you.